Welcome to the Pester Podcast's live stream of Colorado Avalanche hockey. I am your host and voice of tonight's game, Michael Lebois, alone as usual. Checking to make sure the stream works, and it does. That's awesome. Makes me very happy to hear that working for me. Good to see a beautiful, very warm Friday day for the city of Denver, state of Colorado, as the Avalanche are actually in Chicago tonight to take on the Chicago Blackhawks. We are the Marty Party Pals tonight, Chicago Blackhawks being the wonderful and talented, excuse me, I got to correct all these scoreboards here. The Blackhawks being Bedard's baddies. Tonight, the Avalanche looking to rebound after a tough stretch of games as of late, not playing necessarily great hockey at the moment. Our boys in the burgundy and blue struggling to find some good hockey. 1-2-1 in their last 5, 6-3-1 in their last 10. But they're still 43-13-10. They are 2-0 in this season series, but with a point tonight, the Colorado Avalanche clinch a playoff spot in the West. First team to clinch in the regular season, which is a phenomenal feat. It only took a little bit of time for that to be figured out for them tonight. The Blackhawks also struggling a little bit this year. By a little bit, I mean a lot. 26-30-12, 3-6-1 in their last 10, 3-2-1 in their last 5. Led, of course, by phenom Connor Bedard. 28 goals, 37 assists, 65 points on the year for him. He will be leading their top line featuring Green and Andre Burakovsky, former Av there. Always fun to see that. For him tonight, it'll be Ryan Green and Andre Burakovsky with him. Then also Tyler Bertuzzi, Frank Nazar, and Taro Tarabainen. The Breadman, Andrew Mangiapane on a line with Ryan Donato and Ilya Mikheyev. Nick Ladaris, Sam Lafferty, and Langdon Slagert slated to be the fourth line. They look like they have an added player on the breakdown from the projected lineups on the on the NHL website. Ethan Del Mastro being the extra guy, but their pairings defensively are Alex Vlasic, Arturum Levshinov, Wyatt Kaiser and Sam Renzel, Mark Grislick, and Louis Crever. I'm going to say Crevet because it's French spelling for me. And starting in net for them tonight is going to be Arvid Soderblom. Soderblom 6-10-3 on the year, 3.7 goals against average, 87.6% goals against with 1 shutout on the year. Top scorers for them as well include Tyler Bertuzzi, who's their second leading scorer with 28 goals, 21 assists, 49 points on the year. Levshinov actually leading all defensemen in points with 24, just 2 goals, but 22 assists. Right behind him is Frank Nazar, the other talented young center on this Chicago team. 11 goals, 22 assists, 12 goals, 22 assists, 34 points. Your Avs look the same tonight, supposedly, but it sounds like all 4 forwards who are out right now are moving into being available for sometime on this 4-game road trip. Just a heads up, little broadcasting note, there will be no episode or, no live stream for the Capitals game. Unfortunately, it coincides with something else that I have vested interest in, and the guys will kill me for that, but it is a cup tie for Arsenal, and unfortunately that takes precedence for me over a regular season Avalanche game. Yep, projected lines look exactly the same as listed before, so and the pairings look like they're going to be readjusted. But it'll be Nuke, Makar, Natchez, Nazem Kadri, Brock Nelson, Nicholas Waugh, Kelly, Drury, and Kiwi, Ivan Squared, Barty, and Bryn. And then the defensive pairings will be Taves, Makar, Manson, Burns, Kulak, Malinsky, And in net tonight will be Mackenzie Blackwood. Blackwood 18-8-1 with a 2.48 save percentage, 4.9, goals against 90.4 save percentage, and 3 shutouts on the year. I apologize. I am quite tired. It has been a long week, but it's a beautiful Friday for some hockey tonight. The Avs' top scorer, as you know, Nathan MacKinnon, 45 goals, 66 assists, 111 points on the year. Natchez breaking the 30-goal mark just a few nights ago, 31 goals, 50 assists, and 81 points. And Makar with his third straight 20-goal season, 20 goals, 49 assists for 69 points. Pretty big deal for Makar there, being a streaky goal-scoring machine in his career, making 3 straight 20-goal seasons. That's an impressive feat in its own right. Big shout-out to him and everything he's been able to accomplish as a member of the Colorado Avalanche. In his career, let's take a look at his career stats real quick. So this will be his 4th year out of the last 5 with 20-plus goals. This is also the year that he's played close to the fewest number of games in a season up to this point at 67, being hurt for a short period of time. Still 69 points, so he's still averaging over a point a game, which is impressive in its own right. Looking for him to continue to play well, right about his career average in total ice time, which is also a great function of watching this Colorado Avalanche team be as impressive as always. Let's take a look at the NHL scoreboard games that are going on right now in the second period. Both games in the second period as of right now. In Toronto, Maple Leafs and the Hurricanes currently tied at 1. Dakota Joshua, who's had a nice little resurgence here near the end of the season after some of the moves that the Maple Leafs made. He's picked up his 9th goal of the season from Bo Groulx, who's been a big addition to the team for the Maple Leafs with his 2nd assist, and Michelli picking up his 20th assist. But in the second at 5:57, Jordan Staal, the ever ageless Jordan Staal, picking up his 17th goal of the season. And as I'm saying that, Eric Robertson picks up a penalty shot and scores to give the Hurricanes a 2-1 lead midway through the second period. But Jordan Staal from Seth Jarvis and Sebastian Aho, who continue to play phenomenal hockey. The other game going on right now, 4:22 left in the second period in D.C. The Capitals lead the Devils 1-0 on a Ryan Leonard goal, assisted by Duhaime and Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Other 2 games that will start just after the Avalanche game at 9 o'clock. That's 9 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Mountain time in Calgary at the Saddle Dome. The Flames will host the former Stanley Cup champions. We can say that with a little bit more confidence now. Florida Panthers, as that one will get set there. And then at 8 o'clock, it is a matchup of 2 potential teams that may face each other in the playoffs, as the Anaheim Ducks are going to the Delta Center in Salt Lake City as they take on the Utah Mammoth. Take a look at the standings as they sit right now. We've been a couple days removed from that. Excuse me. As we stand right now, Buffalo on a 3-game winning streak, holding off the Tampa Bay Lightning, who still have 2 games in hand. Buffalo 92 points, 88 points for Tampa Bay. Both teams just can't seem to lose right now, as Tampa, though, have won 4 of their last 10, have won, I believe, 3 of their last 4. Buffalo winning 9 of their last 10, including 3 in a row. Right behind them is the Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens 4 points behind Tampa with a game extra played. They lost their last game and are currently just sitting in that 3rd playoff spot, being chased by the Boston Bruins, who have played 1 more game than they have and are currently sitting in the 4th position in the division and that top wild card spot with 84 points as well. Right behind them, also with 84 points, is the Detroit Red Wings, who hold the 2nd wild card spot. The Metropolitan a little bit more clean cut at this moment in time, as the Carolina Hurricanes hold a comfortable lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins, who have been in a bit of a skid lately. Hurricanes 92 points as they're playing Game 69 today. The Penguins at 84 points, so a comfortable gap there. Sorry, math is not my strong suit. 8-point gap there for the Hurricanes. A point behind Pittsburgh is the Columbus Blue Jackets, who've been a bit of a surprise coming into this year, but not too far off from them. In the third position, just behind the Red Wings, is the New York Islanders. Third position in the wild card hunt. First team out at the moment are the New York Islanders. The Rangers, Maple Leafs, Panthers, Devils, and probably Capitals are all out of reach right now in the Eastern Conference. In the Western Conference, the Avalanche leading by 2 points now with a game in hand on Dallas. That one coming after a tough overtime loss to the Stars just the other night on Wednesday. Avs with 98 points. First team to 100 is the hopeful goal here. Stars right behind them in 96, and the Wild 6 points back of them. With the Avs with 3 games in hand, Stars with 2 games in hand on Minnesota. Minnesota at 90 points. The Pacific significantly tighter, significantly scarier. The Ducks at 78 points. The Oilers at 77 with 2 games extra played, and the Knights with a game in hand on Edmonton, a point down. Neither of those teams seem to want to win. Anaheim and Edmonton collectively 5-4-1 in their last 10. Vegas 3-7 in their last 10. Ugh, that is a rough one. In the first wild card spot at the moment is the Utah Mammoth, who have a comfortable 6-point lead. The Kings do have a game in hand, but 6-point lead and playing decent enough to keep themselves at bay. Even if they stay even with with LA or Seattle, they'll keep their position. The Kings currently holding the ever-rotating second wildcard spot with 72 points right now, as the teams that are chasing it are all seeming to win or lose evenly. All of them about hockey 500 at the moment. Seattle, Nashville, San Jose, all still in the hunt. Winnipeg technically still in the hunt as well, but their form of late has not shown to be too much of a pressure push on the 72-point threshold right now. Vancouver, Calgary, and this Chicago team pretty much out of reach. St. Louis and Winnipeg sitting just beyond reach, but there's a potential for an opportunity. Keys to the game for the Avalanche tonight. They need to play smarter, and they need to generate more shot opportunities. I know there's a lot of other games going on right now in other sports. I'll try to keep you as updated on those as possible. I know that the Summit FC are playing, I believe it's the Orlando Pride right now. So Spencer is watching both of those games. Summit just scored, so that's a good sign. Summit predicted to be a pretty good team this year. Fifth ranked in the preseason power rankings for a brand new organization. That's fantastic. Happy to see that for a brand new young organization. Thanks to everybody who's in here so far, the 3 of you watching. Go ahead and throw a like on there if you can. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a chance here. And right before face-off, I'm going to take a quick break, grab... actually, got my beverage right here, so we're good. I understand I am not Connor McGahee. I understand that I am not Mark Mosier, but I'm happy that you're here with me on this beautiful Friday night. My lighting will change at some point as the sun is beginning to set here in the beautiful state of Colorado. Be prepared. We have some shorts and new content coming your way soon, including clips from previous episodes. Now that I have a little bit more time on my hands, they're going to get a little bit more frequent, which is always fun. Yeah, I did see that, Spencer. They signed 2 more quality players. I'm looking forward to the season opener or the home opener next weekend at Empower Field. That should be a fun one for sure. Next week's a crazy busy week outside of my other schedules, doing all the fun stuff. I got a couple nights of D&D, having some family friends over for to hang out with the family a bit. It should be awesome. Yes, and Spencer and I will be sitting, I think, actually directly next to each other. I don't know if Hillary can come. We were going to bring Will, but that's like 66-some thousand people, and that's a lot for the Munchkin. And I don't want to put too much pressure on him that early. So I mean, 9-month-old, I don't know if he's ready to handle that kind of noise and or pressure early. But once we get down to Centennial, he'll definitely be able to come to some games. He's a lap kid at this point, so he's free. He gets to go to his first Major League Baseball game in June, which will be awesome. And it'll hopefully be a fun one because it is not going to be a Rockies game. But yeah, the Sunday game will not have a stream, sadly. I apologize. That's my choice, unless Sean and Alex want to get down on a stream. I know Alex is just getting back into the country. He'll have to get exposed to the Rockies at some point. Everybody needs to know devastation at some point in their lives. It just doesn't need to be when he's not even walking yet. So I'm all about exposing him to pain early on. But it should be a fun game because it is a rivalry game. So I'm excited about that. And it'll also be my first experience at the stadium of my biggest baseball fandom. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, we're about to get started here at the United Center. I don't know if that's allowed, Spencer. I don't know if I can allow him to be a Raiders fan. He'll know pain in other ways. I mean, if you want to try and make Orlock a Raiders fan, you can try. It's going to be real hard in this house. He's also got better chance of being a Lions fan here. Oh, pardon me, I got to take my hat off. It's the national anthem. I think this is the same guy that does the White Sox games all the time. Just writing down the numbers real quick so I don't look like a complete fool while doing this game tonight. But happy to have everybody here with me tonight, this evening, as we get set for this. Yeah, he's intense. He's like an opera singer. It's awesome. Be careful. I might start calling you the Baltimore Ravens if you collude on that fandom. I kid. All right. Chicago, beautiful city, by the way. If you've never been, I highly recommend. Fun place to be. Arvid Soderblom in net. Have him actually as one of my backups in a team I made in the NHL video game, which is always fun. I love playing games like that. And Always fun to kind of get to see what other talent is out there. That's why I do those things. So here we go. Face-off. Donato against McKinnon, and it's already the Avs puck here to begin. Trapped in the corner, bodying up the Avs in the offensive zone. Puck moved around and high. All the way around to Burns. Pushed it back. Ooh, shot it towards the net and hit a body. And stays in. Ethan Del Mastro is in the lineup, so have to figure out where he's going to play. Puck trickles through to nobody, deflected up and out. So Blackhawks starting with the fourth line tonight. Interesting decision there. Both teams kind of starting with off lines. Always a plus for the Avalanche, I guess. So Bertuzzi, Teravainen. Oh, Slaggert's actually up with that line. Tanato's actually in tonight instead. So Vlasic, Lajanov. Puck shot off the post and wide. And Del Mastro's in for Crevier. That works. Okay. Puck trickled in front. Rebound. Passed back to McKinnon, and he missed it. Spins back towards the front. Back to McKinnon. Top of the circle. Shot. Blocked and saved by Soderblom, and he'll cover. So some quick lineup changes here for Chicago I got to make in terms of who's actually in the game. A lot of goals scored in that Maple Leafs game near the end of the period there. Hurricanes up 3-2. Keandre Miller with a shorthanded goal to give them the lead. Tavares making it 2-2 from Yarncrook and McCabe. And Miller's was unassisted. Nelson in the faceoff circle with Watt to his right. Remember, if the Avs pick up a point tonight, they get guarantee themselves they lock in the playoff spot, which is great. Puck taken away from Chicago all the way across. Here comes Malinsky. Malinsky below the circles, throws it in front, and puck gets blocked away by Soderblom and out. Cleared out by Chicago. Playing it up to Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi pushing down the sideboards, cut off by Taves. Scooped back to no one, picked up by Waugh. He'll touch it through. And slow enough for icing, corralled by Renzel. Sent over and back. Poked away, but kept in. Slapped back in by the Avs, and they'll make a change. Puck comes around, pushed up to Lardis. Lardis trying to throw it to Lafferty, but nothing there. Comes back across, cut off. Avs trying to get it out of the zone. Pinned up to the boards and gets it out. Good job. Here comes pitchfork job by Ivan. It's the fourth line's out there now. Bardakov poking it back to the defense. It trickles out. Burns will corral it at his blue line. Sends it back up. Touched off by Brindley and in the zone. No icing. Good job by Drury to get down past Grishlick. Grizzlick, excuse me. Puck thrown down. Teravainen collects. Rubbed off the puck there by Makar. Nice. Pumped back through. Tipped. Scooped forward. Kicked over to Kiviranta. Kivi bodied up. Good check off the puck there. Drops it back. Looking through. Good forecheck there from Kelly. Is going to reset as Vlasic. Nope, sorry, excuse me. White Kaiser back to corral the puck. This young Chicago team has a lot of really good young players on it. One of my favorites being Alex Vlasic. As Bedard comes through. Had his pocket picked by McKinnon. Shot save there. Quick shot by number 55. I'm assuming that's Toninato because I don't have him on the... Nope, sorry. That's Levashinov is the 55. Puck picked up by Vlasic. Alex Vlasic His dad is one of my favorite pesky defensemen of all time, Mark-Edouard Vlasic, called him Pickle Man for a very long time for obvious reasons. Puck goes across, and McKinnon drops it to Necas at the blue line. Tries to put it through traffic, and it's blocked. McKinnon can't chop it off the stick. Dumped back behind. Puck moved in, dancing around, shot wide. Fancy moves there from Frank Nazar, who's another young forward who's fun to watch on this team. Slips it back to Waugh. Waugh shoots. Kick save by Soderblom. Corralled by Teravainen. Up off the skates of Nazar, kept up to Bertuzzi. Kept it in the zone. Teravainen has it. Avs fighting for the puck. Get it in front of the net and push it out as Nicholas Waugh has it. Dumped up to Makar. Cross ice pass to Kadri. Kadri tried to slip it back. Does. Hesitates. Behind the net. Waits. Looks for the pass. Shot through traffic and wide. Kicked up off the boards to Waugh behind the net. Kadri looking for position. Holds. Manson fakes the shot. Back to his D partner. Across space. Blocked. And here comes Bertuzzi. Oh, great job by Manson to catch him. Tyler Bertuzzi, of course, a famous incident heard around the world a few years back against Matt Calvert's face. He punched him while his stick was trapped on the bench. Puck goes across ice, deflected up and out of the... Nope, not out of play, kept in. 14:29 left in the first period. Puck goes deep, shot saved by Blackwood, rebound. Corralled by Taves and kept into the pads, and the Avs will hold. Good to know that the broadcast is dead on. I did ultra low latency this time just to see what would happen. And happy to see it's working. Happy to see it's holding strong, too. Not losing any bit, which is nice. Oh, just went wide on the shot. Nice setup pass there by Kadri. Good to see Blackwood back in net. Avs lose the faceoff. Calling for it was Kaiser, but there was nothing there. Coming back across. Bedard. So they loft it into the zone, and it's cut off by Ivan and forced out. Icing waved off as Kaiser's getting chased by Brindley. Great hustle play. That is one thing you love about Gavin Brindley. Bardakov battling it on the boards here, trying to get through. Puck gets poked free, trying to spin back. Denied space. Hey, that's clean. That's two guys fighting for the same ice space there. Pushing, little wrenching there. Good job by the Avs, and it looks like Malinsky making a nice play there. Clears the puck through as Kulak was in high, but nothing there for it. Played up off the boards to Bedard. Bedard looking for something, but he's harassed by Parker Kelly. Puck gets back through, stolen away by Kiviranta. Back to Kelly. Good back check there by Teravainen. Or excuse me, not Teravainen. That's Slaggert. Shot through traffic, denied. Good save there by, again, Burns throwing it on net. Rebound, scooped off the stick of Bardakov, and they almost clear. Kiviranta right in front, shoot. Puck is still free. Scramble in front of the net, squirts out, nothing there. And got to get cleared. Good job by the Avs. That was a situation where it's smart to hesitate a little bit. There's a dribble through and held back by Mikheyev. Kadri blew a tire, throws it forward, cleared out by the Avs from the red line. 8 shots on goal already for Colorado. That might change here in the very near future. Nelson making life difficult back behind the net for Vlasic. Finds his way out. Puck moved forward by Bertuzzi, picked off by the Avs, though, in the neutral zone. Waugh giving chase on Arturum. Couldn't poke it out. Teravainen looking back, nothing there. Good job by the Avs. Nazar couldn't quite corral it. Through traffic to Manson. Loses control of the puck. Sends it back around the boards. Watt pushing it deeper. Kadri with a pitchfork behind the net to Nelson. All the way around to Makar through traffic. Dropped in front. Oh, good save. Malinsky's shot denied. Another save and a body off there. Malinsky trying to push it down the boards. Cut off by Vlasic and Bertuzzi. Poked away by the Avs, forcing the story. This is a very good start for this Colorado Avalanche team. 11:18 to go. 10 shots on goal already, and they need to get one of these past Silverblum before he decides to figure out that he's a good goalie. Puck trickling towards the net. Slipped through the stick of Natchez and back. Puck goes up over the top. Makar giving chase. Makar out there with Malinsky. It feels like he's like Bedard wants to shuffle the Bednar, wants to shuffle the D lines again tonight. Kept in by the Avs. Nice work there. Shot saved by Soderblom and back. Natchez from the blue line tried to make the pass over. Looks like a defenseman was transitioning back into position. Tries to make the pass back to Kulak and misses his man. Cut off there by Burns as he forces it off the stick of Donato. Yeah, it seems like he wanted to go back to him again tonight. Just keep the balance, it looks like. It's also, I think, splitting up Manson and Burns every now and again is not a bad thing. Ivan gets bullied a little bit there as the puck gets dumped down by Del Mastro. Cut off and chased down by Lafferty. Thrown back up to Del Mastro. Looks like Lardis is going to get out of there as Grzelcyk has it behind the net. And the top line now out there. Thrown down, straight down center ice. Great job there by Manson to fight that one off. Off the glass, Manson's going to bump it up and out. That will be waved off for icing. Back is Renzel to get it behind the net now with 9.5 to go. Puck gets all the way down, misses the man, and we'll get our first icing call of the night. Kind of curious about some of the ages of some of these guys. Arturim Levshinov was born. Was born when I was in my freshman year of college, which makes me feel very old. So that's fun. He's 21. Maelstro's 23. Grzelcyk's the grandpa here at 32. Puck won back and picked up by the forward group here. Dominic Toninato may not be a surprise name for some Avs fans, as McKinnon picks it up, all picked off there by Bedard. He was waiting for it. Clean run here. Shot saved by Blackwood. Absolutely denied the breakaway opportunity there. Avs respond, passing it down ice. Great save by Blackwood. Love to see him locked in like that. It's a breakaway for Andrei Burakovsky of all people, too. So the former Avs curse not falling in the way of the Avs here early. Trying to play a lot of long pucks. Settled down here by Malinsky. Back through traffic. Parker Kelly absorbs the hit. Sends it back around. Faking the shot. Malinsky shoots it off the shins. And resets for the Avs here as it's Malinsky and Taves now. Puck gets through everybody. Oh, nice little drop pass there, trying to find Waugh. Why don't you shoot the backhand there, Drury? That would be fun. Drury battling hard. Kept in, looking for Kelly, gets deflected. Kept in again. Good job by Taves. Taves back to Kelly. Kelly with a heavy wrist shot. Glove saved by Soderblom, and we'll get a break here. Oh, man. Avs just kind of ripping things right now. Crazy start, but a great job by Blackwood to hold off on hold off there to not allow another shot. The Avs out shooting them 14-3 right now. Held his ground solidly on the Burakovsky save. Nice job by Blackwood. What you want to see here early from the Avalanche? Good opportunities, good progression, but we want to see some finish here. That would be a big win overall. If we could get that going, that would be fantastic. Yeah, Soderblom is holding on for dear life. The challenge for him right now is just making sure he doesn't put himself in a bad position and give up a goal. He's playing smart, playing well right now, and doing everything needed in favor of Chicago right now. Yeah, Parker Kelly was a nuisance on Wednesday. It's just unfortunate they couldn't capitalize on any of the work that he put in that game. He hit some guys. He made Bischel's life frustrating the whole night. Of course it's Kostler with the goal. That's my girl. Love it. So Summit up 1-0 to start at halftime. Fantastic. Thank you, Spencer. One thing I love about soccer, it's 90 minutes. You just know it's 90 minutes. 90 minutes and some extra time. You get a 15-minute, halftime. It feels comfortable. It's nice. It's nothing crazy. So McKinnon in the face-off circle here for the Avs against Nazar, and Nazar gets the win. Oh, hey, my app just updated me. Nice. So Manson and Burns back together here. I love that they're like an offensive zone pairing sometimes on face-offs. Back to Arturum. Across, back to Arturum. Throws it in front, deflected. Good job by Manson to keep it in front of him, and Avs getting pressured here in their own zone, but they get it out as Manson throws it off the boards behind him. Nichushkin giving chase. First time I've really called his name tonight so far. Teravainen throwing it high and deep. Cut off by Manson as Nazar trying to make a play. Big hit from Manson. Nazar trapped in the corner. Well done. Goes all the way back to Vlasic, who throws it back through traffic. Cut off in front. Oh, nice save by Blackwood. Good vision by the Avs to keep it off their goalie's pads. Goes up to McKinnon. McKinnon one-on-one. He pulls up at the circle. What else is new? Looks for Nichushkin. Pass, shot, score! And who else would it be? Marty Necas. And the Avs take a 1-0 lead. Great job by McKinnon and by Nichushkin to put that one in the path in this path of Marty Necas. And the Avs take an early 1-0 lead. It has been all Avs in this first period too. So McKinnon pulling up at the top of the circle. Great job by Nichushkin to pull both defenders with him. Soderblom chicken winged it, and I think it went down the Old Spice route under the armpit off the chicken wing here. Let's see. Nope, off the shoulder and in. Hit the 40 clean and in. What a shot from Marty Necas. He's not happy about it, but the Avs are on the board. Huge goal there. Huge. And the Marty Party Pals on the board against the Bedard Baddies. For any Midwestern people who happen to be watching, I make the joke constantly of that you save more money at Bedard's. Yeah, if you've ever been to Menards, it's like a regional Home Depot. It's pretty sick. I'm pretty sure my dad shops there. If he has to get stuff, but big start for the Avs here, out shooting 15-4, and a lot of high danger chances to start. Good job by the Avs to pin him off the boards as Ivan. Whistle coming up on Chicago. An offensive zone penalty. And just like that, Colorado's going to go on the power play. They were 1 for 2 last game. Looked a lot better since the golly, Olympic break. I keep wanting to say All-Star break, but the Olympic break. Malinsky dropping it back to Makar. Makar cross-ice pass onto the skate. McKinnon, dusting it off. Finds Makar at the top of the circle. I feel bad for the ref who's got to hold his arm up for this whole stretch here. Throwing it back around the corner. Back and kept in by Makar. He's still dusting off, still keeping it in tight to the line there. Pass goes across. Big shot saved by Soderblom. And that'll be touched up, and we have our first power play. I know, it's just a global level All-Star break. It's a little longer, though. It was 2 weeks, not a weekend. But, huge save there from Blackwood on Nazar on the doorstep. So we'll see if this power play can kind of continue the positives that have come from it. Currently ranked 29th in the NHL, but they are facing the number one penalty kill in the NHL right now, which, surprisingly enough, Chicago has the best penalty kill in hockey. Yeah, it's important, especially now coming into the playoff stretch here. Will be a big push for them. It's actually on Dominic Tonnato, originally drafted by Toronto in the 2012 draft. He's age 32. Didn't start his NHL career until he got to Colorado in 2017-18. Had 2 assists in 37 games and then a goal in 2 games in 2018-19. So there's that. It was his only shot of that entire season. His first career goal came with the Avs. He has 13 goals, 23 assists in his career. Played with Florida and has been sparingly used in Winnipeg over the last 5 seasons and signed with Chicago this year. Always fun to kind of see those little random things. So Nelson's going to be in the face-off circle for the Avalanche. Oh, just got him with a slash. Slashed the stick out of Taves' hands. Just a silly play there. Especially in your offensive zone. So face-off 1 to Natchez. Big physical group, I'm sure, for Chicago here. Young and feisty. Natchez spins back to the tops of the circle to McKinnon below the lines to Natchez. Trying to keep off Makar's stick, it looks like. Back to Kadri. Kadri has it tipped by Mikheyev and up and out. Ilya Mikheyev is an elite penalty kill guy, so he's a guy you need to watch, number 95. Did a great job of it in Toronto for his time there. Drop pass to McKinnon to Kadri, gets them into the zone. Little box here for box protect for Chicago. Interesting. No extra pressure this time. I think they wait for them to get below the circles to start putting pressure as McKinnon behind the net now. Little change in shape here to get the puck high. Fake shot. Puts it in front. Shot. Score! Power play goal for Brock Nelson. And a beautiful play. And the Avs are up 2-0. No overpass. Adjustment. Again, adjustment. What the difference here? Figured out what they did wrong. They went behind the net this time. Rotated behind the net. McKinnon switching it up, going from bottom to top this time. Fakes the shot through traffic, deflection, score. Awesome play. Beautiful setup. What a pass from Natchez. Good bait from Makar. Perfect deflection from Nelson. And the Avs lead 2-0 here in the first. Unbelievable. So the Avs 1 for 1 on the power play, on the number 1 power play in hockey. And a great start here. I guess deflections don't count as shots on goal. Interesting. Or they took one away from the Avs earlier. So 4.5 minutes to go in the period. Avs looking for blood. Can they get a third? Burns throwing it towards net, trickling all the way through, but back out. Puck played up and misplayed by Bedard. Kelly battled up into the boards. Puck spins back and good spin move there from Renzel. See, he keeps it back for himself. Pressure by Kiviranta on the forecheck. Puck thrown down by Kaiser. Bedard. Oh, they're going to get a penalty here on the Avs. Looks like they're going to get Drury for a hook. That's unfortunate. Let's see this one from up close. Oh, snuck it behind the... Ooh, that was even prettier than I thought. Makar just outweights the defender, slides it to him in the direction that he's moving. Nelson just doesn't leaves his stick on the ice, and he got the deflection. Beautiful job. Oh man, the Nuggets are on too. I'm competing with everybody tonight. This is awesome. Also got to compete with college basketball as the NCAA tournaments on both ends have started. CSU women's currently tied with Michigan State in the third quarter, 47 apiece with a minute left to go in that one. DU playing Minnesota Duluth tomorrow in the NCHC final. If you have not had a chance to watch the end of that, like the final 6.5 minutes of the Western Michigan DU game from last weekend, I respect that, Spencer. I just got back into playing Chell again, and I made a team, like a 33rd team where you get to do like a expansion draft, so you take players from every team, and I just have spent the last couple nights building that up right now. I just beat Resident Evil Requiem, which was phenomenal, by the way. Waiting for that DLC to come out. I got a couple other games I need to finish off, so video games will get my time here in a little bit. Oh, hey Marco, what's up, man? Welcome. Marco Cummings, another fellow Arsenal fan and longtime friend. Great to see you, man. Thank you for coming by. So the Avs 6th on the penalty kill. Blackhawks 21st as the puck's cleared out with 1:37 to go. Shots are 15-5, 3:30 left in the period. Levshinov playing it back. Hey, they do the drop back pass too. How fancy is that? Nazir drops it back to Bedard. All the way through Bedard. Cross-checked off the puck. Back up top to Arturum. Bertuzzi. Holds, waits. Pushes it back up top to Lezhinov. Inside to Nazar through traffic. Good job by Blackwood to push it away. Finds the open space, and in a minute left, the Avs clear. Rolling it back. Here we go. 48 seconds left. Puck picked up and pushed out again by the Avs. That'll roll down. 40 seconds left. Renzel moving it up the ice. Poked off of his stick. Corralled by, passed down through by Lardis. Interesting group on their second unit here. Some fourth line guys getting some time. Donato cleared out back to their defense group. Del Mastro back up to Renzel. Pushed off the puck. Donato throws it towards the net. Trickles out behind. Good job by the Avs to corral. Force it wide. Renzel has it blocked. And cut off as that will kill it. Great job by Waugh to finish that off late. And the Avs are 1-for-1 on the kill. That's 3 straight in the last 2 games. Puck bounces through, and it'd be a offside situation here. Puck passed and missed. And an icing call with 1:33 to go. And so not used to Burakovsky being number 28. Something I need to adjust to. Yeah, Nick Waugh has been one of my favorite pickups so far. Happy to see he, Kadri, and Kulak have really worked out up to this point. Puck one back to Manson. Takes it to the top of the circle. Spins it through. Burns misses. Chopped out. Not out, though, by Burakovsky to Kadri, who's looking for a pass, looking for something. Sends it down by Burns, who's below the goal line. Cycled back up. It's nice to know that all of the Avs defenders have the ability to go below the goal line if they so choose. Shots are 17-5 with 1:07 to go here in the period. Goals for Natchez and Brock Nelson on the power play. Fantastic first push for the Avs here in this first 20 minutes. Got to keep it up, though. This is important 2 points tonight. McKinnon loses the faceoff to Nazar. And back corralled by Makar. Makar with pace through everybody. Loses it to the defense, but corralled back and slapped through to Taves. They put the duo back together for a little bit here. Thrown to the top. Nope. Kept in by the Blackhawks. Pinned Nichushkin to the boards. Cleared out wide. Teravainen's got it. He looks up ice. Puck moved up by Lezhinov, and he loses it. Avs with like inch near drop passes. Here comes Burns with a shot. Saved by Soderblom. Poked through, and no, it's still free. Burns, quick pass across. 20 seconds left in the period. Little dusty. Little dusty from McKinnon. Throws it in front. Shot, save, rebound, saved, and oh, what a play by Manson to keep it in. He dives at the blue line. Unbelievable play. 4 seconds left. Avs get one more chance here to shoot, and they will not take it. But my goodness, what a play by Josh Manson to keep the puck in the zone for the Avs. They end the period on another flurry. And just like that, we head into the first intermission 2-0 in favor of your Colorado Avalanche. Take a quick break so I can catch my breath and breathe a little bit here. But what a play by the Manimal himself. Whew. And throwback to any older Denver sports fans, the Manimal is now Josh Manson, no longer Kenneth Farid. We'll be back shortly here on the Pester Line broadcast of Avalanche Hockey here on the Pester Line Podcast YouTube channel. And we are back here. Thanks for the short break. Avalanche lead 2-0 here in the first intermission. Colorado playing lights out so far. We take a look at the first half stats of the period. First period stats, excuse me. 2 penalties on the books. Dominic Toninato, 2 minutes for slashing at 14:20, and at 16:05, Jack Drury, 2 minutes for hooking. Avs out shooting the Blackhawks 19-5. Blackhawks winning the face-off battle 58-41. The Avs 1-for-1 on the power play, 1-for-1 on the penalty kill. Getting out hit at the moment are the Avalanche 10-7. Outblocked shots as per usual, 6-2. 5 giveaways for the Blackhawks to the Avalanche 3. 2 takeaways to the Blackhawks 1. Great start here. This is also the final game of the season. Final game of the season between these two squads. The Avs winning their first one 1-0, and their second one 3-1. So this one's starting out pretty strong up to this point. Goals for the Avalanche. Marty Necas scoring his 32nd of the year from Val Nichushkin and Nathan MacKinnon. Nichushkin his 25th assist. MacKinnon his 67th. Brock Nelson power play goal at 15:22 from Cale Makar, his 50th assist of the year, his 70th point. And Marty Necas with his second point of the night, 51st assist on the year. I have not played. Is it pronounced Pocopia? Is that how you pronounce it? I want to make sure I'm getting this right. I've never played it. I've heard about it recently. Very, very curious about it. I'll have to look into it a little bit. We are going to do some. Okay. Thank you. So Pocopia or Pocopia. Okay. Or is it Pucopia? Pocopia? Okay. And in other games going on right now, third period, 9:02 left in the third. Hurricanes on the power play. They still lead that one 3-2 over the Maple Leafs. And at 7.5 left in the third period, it's still 1-0 Capitals in D.C. over the Devils. The other game on the docket right now that has started are the Flames and the Panthers. No score with 12:02 left in the first. And puck drop at 8 o'clock. The Mammoth take on the Ducks in a potential playoff matchup preview. We'll see what happens. That's a tough situation there, Spence. I'm sorry to hear that. But yeah, I mean, we want to do a lot of things with this channel. It's not just going to be hockey streams. I think once the season ends, we're going to do some more other things. We might do some fun D&D content as well from time to time as we've all played regularly. Alex is our DM. Sean and I are both in the party with a few other people, and then it's just fun. We're here to have fun and enjoy the advantages that come with having a platform like this. So always fantastic. And if you haven't yet, to the people watching here, if you haven't yet, please throw a like down and subscribe if you haven't yet. We put out a bunch of content regularly now that I have a little bit more free time. Content will be coming a little bit more regularly, and once schedules kind of settle down for us, content will be out even more regularly, which is nice. See if I can get other scoreboards from other sports across the spectrum pulling up right now. 5:38 left in the fourth quarter. CSU trailing Michigan State 58-52 in the women's March Madness tournament. Men's tournament games going on right now. Queens currently getting absolutely crushed by Purdue, 92-58. St. John's beating Northern Iowa 64-48. UCLA up by 9 on UCF, 60-51. Games that have ended: Arizona beats Long Island 92-58. Iowa State beating Tennessee State 108-74. Virginia 82 over Wright State 73. Alabama with a 20-point win over Hofstra, famed Wayne Corbett University for you Jets fans out there, 90-70. Texas Tech beats Akron by 20, 91-71. Tennessee beats Miami of Ohio, 78-56. Kentucky gets taken to overtime by Santa Clara, and they win that one by 5, 89-84. Utah State, quote-unquote, upsets Villanova in an 8-9 matchup as they win 86-76. So the Aggies continuing to play some hoops in this tournament after all. And Iowa beating Clemson 67-61 as another 9-8 upset in the bracket there. On the women's side, NC State leads Tennessee 46-39. Late in the second period, Texas Tech and Villanova tied at 24. Games that have already ended: Missouri State falls to Texas, number one school in the country, 87-45. Holy Cross loses to Michigan, 83-48. LSU beats Jacksonville University, 116-58. That one is, wow, that's a lopsided score. They outscored them 34-14 in the first quarter. My goodness. Duke beats College of Charleston 81-64. TCU beats UC San Diego 86-40. North Carolina takes down Western Illinois 82-51. Minnesota beats Green Bay 75-58. Maryland beats Murray State 99-67. Gonzaga falls to Ole Miss 81-66. Nebraska loses. That's always a good thing to say. To Baylor 67-62. Washington beats South Dakota State 72-54. And Oregon beats Virginia Tech 70-60. As we look at other leagues across the country in other sports. I know you're here. Where are you hiding? There you are. Summit FC leading the Orlando Pride 1-0 as 58 minutes in that one. 57 minutes into racing in Louisville FC as they lead the Washington Spirit 2-1. Fisher and Sears scoring the 2 goals for Louisville. And yet to get started will be Portland Thorns against the Seattle Reign. That should be a good matchup. Coming up in next week will be the final World Cup qualifying matches for the remaining countries to fill out the last 6 playoff spots. That will fill out the rest of the World Cup, which is fun. Excited for the Summit FC home opener at Empower Field. Don't forget to, if you're going to be there, to use your Denver Broncos app to get your tickets for that one. And then the 2 games at Dick's Sporting Goods will be through your KSE app. Because Kroenke's nice enough to let them use the stadium for a couple of games before their temporary one is built, before their newer one is really up and running in 2028. Excited to see what the NWSL does. Sad to see that the Arsenal women are currently sitting in 4th, but still a little bit left in the season. Chance to work their way up the table. Still playing well in Champions League, though. Again, there will be no stream for the Sunday game against the Capitals, as I will be partaking in the Carabao Cup final between Arsenal and City. And then, but if Sean and Alex want to do one, I'm more than happy to let them do them. Yeah, the Summit kits are done great. They're fantastic. Big fan. Marco, do you have any predictions for the DU Minnesota Duluth game on tomorrow? Actually, are you gonna? I believe it's here. Are you gonna be able to get to go and see that one? Ah, Pride. Get one late or get one in the middle of the second half. 1-1. That's tough. William Nylander ties it up at 13:50 for the Maple Leafs. That one's 3-3. 4 minutes to go in the Devils game as that one sits still at 1-0. Always fun when someone scores on their birthday, am I right? I'm going to flip over to that real quick because I have the ability to, I think. Local 3. Oh, it's on ABC. Fancy. So in the 63rd minute, it's 1-1 in that one. Fun. Are they Spencer? Are they reviewing it? Are they making sure it's a good goal? Oh, substitutions. Okay. I bet it is crazy hot and humid in Orlando right now. Also, hate to do this, but shout out to ESPN for their Sunday women's sports programming, primetime programming, all summer long. I think that's pretty sick. Replacing their MLB Sunday night baseball programming with WNBA and women's soccer, which will be fantastic to fill in for them. Oh, man, this Rockies unit, here for the climb. Baseball at altitude. Lame. We need to get better marketing for the Rockies. But back to my point. Sorry, I got distracted by a lame commercial. That happens. But yeah, props to ESPN for the ladies' prime time. WNBA verbally agreeing to a CBA contract to avoid a delay to the regular season, which is fantastic for them. It's a huge win for them, too. Decent increase in salary cap and base pay. Sounds like they're going to get a lot of what they wanted to. It's a phenomenal job and it's the difference between the other leagues, in my opinion. Their stars are the people who talked and came to the table and did the work. It's not the fourth line centers or the kickers or special teams guys who are heart guys on your NFL teams that are doing the negotiations. It's their star players. It's the Caitlin Clarks. It's the Asia Wilsons. It's the Angel Reeses. It's the Brianna Stewarts that are making those decisions. And it's the difference of why basketball has best representation in sports, in my opinion, when it comes to internal player and ownership negotiations, because your biggest voices in the room are the ones making the decisions. And it's not the case in the NHL. It's not the case in the NFL. Major League Baseball is just honestly, it's because the owners have been able to get away with murder for so long. That's created a lot of the issues. That's something we can talk about on the podcast in the near future. Some context of content we can carry on when Alex and Sean are both back in the state. I know we have tools and abilities to record episodes, but they're busy, and that's the difference. Alex being out of the country and Sean participating in a tournament actually this week. So, and doing fairly well, top 10 in some bowling stuff. It's awesome. At the U.S. Open in Reno, Sean crushing it. Blackwood's not stoked about the crease, it looks like. Oh, and they credit him with another shot, so 20 shots on goal in the period. Fantastic work. Capitals get an empty netter. Sorry, Spence. It looks like that one's going to be a shutout there. Avs win the faceoff as we start the second period here. Puck back to forward group for the Blackhawks. Corralled by the Avs. Burns throwing that one up and out. And it was waved off as Grizzly throws it up to Mikheyev. Mikheyev drops it to his partner. Green. Shot denied. Corralled and wide that time from Leshinov. Played back by Vlasic. Falling down. Leshinov throws the pass through, finding some space. Good control here early. And that one goes wide. Shot by, that was Donato, and it's covered by Blackwood. Do what you need to. Good pass by Burakovsky there to Bedard. I got to get used to Burakovsky wearing 28. Pretty sure he wore 94 here, so I get confused. Yeah. Puck touched up by the defense through and into the offensive zone. Nelson with the poke. Got caught between fork and poke. Picked up by Kadri with pressure, blocked by the defender in front of him. As the Blackhawks are upping the pressure now and the tempo. Here comes Nazar. Nazar gets it back from his line mate, cleared away, though, by the Avs defense. Bertuzzi picks it up. Throwing it back to Lardis. Corralled by Kaiser to Renzel. Shot through traffic, denied. Great save by Blackwood on the doorstep, shutting down Bertuzzi again. All right. 95, thank you. So 2-0 now. Avs yet to get a shot on goal. 3 shots on goal already for Chicago here in this start of this second period. Puck moved up to Lezhinov through traffic. Goes wide of the net and back. Getting pushed off the puck. Good job by the Avs to force that one deep. Trying to make a play on it early. Oh, the Devils scored, so no shutout. Devils did score. Jasper Brett scores at 19-17. That's what you meant. Sorry, I thought you meant another goal for Summit. My bad. Puck trickles through and out. 17-13 left to go in the period. Kulak and Taves together again. Nichushkin dumps it in. Nature's giving chase. Soderblom tries to slow it down. Can't get there. Back behind the net. Reset. Vlasic getting chased by Natchez. Puck goes through the forward and out. Off the boards to Natchez, who tries to throw it into the zone. Off the skates of Bedard. Oh, what a touch and spin. What a play by Bedard. Couldn't maintain control, but it was still a pretty play. Vlasic. I thought Devs was like a player I hadn't heard of. That's what I meant. Oh, man. It's great, though. I like it. Checked by McKinnon. Forced the puck back behind the net. Burakovsky back to Bedard. Bedard spinning, just trying to find some space. Gets it to Renzel. Renzel spins through, thinks he's Gerard with height. Blocked in front. Great block by McKinnon, but they can't get out of the zone. Big hit there from Kulak, it looks like. Shot through traffic, goes wide. And the Avs will pick it up. Makar has it. Tries to find McKinnon, slips past, and that'll be an icing call. Oh, man. Avs kind of trapped in their own zone there for a period of time. Yeah, I'm still learning the roster myself, so it's just going to take some time. So top line still out there for the Avs. They've been out there for quite some time. Ended up taking a shot away from Chicago. Puck moved to the point. Through, and Nichushkin's going to tip it to Natchez. He's going to carry it into the offensive zone, dump it into the corner. He's going to force Grishlik to make a play on it. Throws it forward to Mikheyev. Off the stick of Donato and out. Ryan Donato, a thorn in the Avs side for a lot of years. Pressured behind the net. Avs trying to keep it in. They do. Held by Kiviranta. Shot through traffic. Soderblom gets tied up. Nothing there. Looking for the return shot. Kiviranta shoots. Deflected wide. Kiviranta, this third line, putting the pressure on here right now. And it's Drury with the steal. If he can get it in front, tried to move it to Kelly. Cut off on the play. Cross-ice pass. Malinsky with the wrister. Shot wide. Deflected. And kept in by Taves. Taves dumps it low. Two players down low. Grishlik forcing the mistake from the Avs. Gets it out of the zone. Poked away there by Malinsky. Throws it up ice. Soderblom will slow it down behind his own net. Chased by Grishlik. Corralled by Lezhinov. Manson keeps it in. Throws it towards net. Blocker save from Soderblom. Arvid having a decent night tonight. Burns through traffic, caught by Soderblom, and he'll hold for a whistle. So after an initial rush from Chicago, it's been all Avs here late. Great blocker save by Soderblom there. Kiwi, man, I'll tell you what, he's been a machine. 8-9-3 in 29 games. I don't know how that math works out. But not great without Gabriel Landeskog, who is projected to be back on this road trip. All four players are on the road trip with the team right now in Lehkonen, Landeskog, Colton, and O'Connor. So that's a great sign for the Avs that they might get their four bodies back on this one. As Bardakov throws it forward, Ivan in the zone. He tips it behind the net. Brindley almost gets there. Lifted his stick, slips through everybody and out. Nazar, great stick check by the Avs neutral zone defense there. Drops it to Ivan. Ivan slips it to Brindley. Shot denied wide. Bardakov pinned behind the boards by Del Mastro. Behind the net, excuse me. Pushes it forward. Shot saved by Blackwood. Didn't let the angle come away there. Puck flipped back to nobody. 2-on-1 for the oh, shot missed the net. Oh, he missed. Rebound blocked. Oh my goodness. A huge mistake by the Avs, and the Blackhawks cannot. Oh my God, what happened there? A 2-on-1, off balance. Blackwood slips through, shot, score. And it was coming, and it's Wyatt Kaiser here in the second, making it 2-1. That was set up from a series of unfortunate events by the Avs, and 10th shot on goal goes in. So played back, quick reset back. Renzel finds him. Great pass there. Unfortunate situation for the Avalanche, as Green makes the assist. And just like that, it's 2-1. Ugly, ugly play. Ugly, ugly play there. Puck trickles back. Chicago's really turned it up to 11 here in the second period. 12:59 to go. As gets caught in the skates. Taves, now Malinsky. Malinsky carries it in, gets cut off. Puck goes away. Blackhawks can get numbers if they hustle. Slips it through. Shot saved this time by Blackwood on Kaiser. They also let their defenseman kind of go. As as he was getting harassed there was Natchez by Slaggert. Puck slowly trickling all the way down. Chased down by Toninato is Makar. Makar screened by his own guy. Touched but not slowed up enough. Deflected that time by... Oh, they're saying it hit the netting. That one was deflected by Kelly, and it's out. 12:04 to go. Oh, Chicago's insanely talented. They're a ridiculously good team. They're just crazy young. That's part of it. I think in maybe 2 years, 3 years' time, they're going to be back to being part of the problematic issues of the Central. The Central is going to be a crazy division for a long time. If the Mammoth keep playing as well as they are, it's easy that we could be a 5 playoff team division come even like the next 2 years. Just depends on what happens with like Winnipeg and St. Louis again. So the goal scorer in overtime was Alexander Nikishin from Jarvis and Aho again. I feel like every goal scored by the Hurricanes is assisted by Jarvis and Aho. 41 seconds into overtime. So shouldn't be too bad of a crash out from Steve Dangle. But, yeah, Jasper Bratt from Jack Hughes. But it's not enough. 2-1 in favor of the Capitals in that one. Still waiting for the puck to drop in about 15, 20 minutes away from puck drop in Utah. And it's no score heading into the first intermission between the Panthers and the Flames. 77th minute, still 1-1 between Orlando and Summit FC. But yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a great introduction to Steve and his content. He's a big influence on me in this regard as well. As you know, this is what I love to do. Adam Wild was the one doing the live stream tonight of the game. They do like every Friday and Saturday game. Oh, Lafferty whiffed. That's what happened. Oh, man. Crazy. Puck gets cleared out by the Avs into the zone. 11:56 to go. Here comes Kadri, forced wide by the Chicago defense. Renzel's a fun guy to watch, man. This kid's ridiculous. Makar through traffic. Shot saved by Soderblom. Kaiser trying to dump it out. And finds Mikheyev. They clear it out. Renzel throwing it up wide. Here comes Mikheyev. One-on-one with Kulak. Kulak forcing him back. Great job there. Tried to poke it through Teravainen. Couldn't. Teravainen trying to center. Great job by Blackwood to be aware as Nelson grabs it. Throws it up to Kulak. Kulak holds, waits, looks. Gives it to Waugh at the blue line. Waugh keeps it in. Pitchforks it back behind. As it's Kaiser and Kadri. Thrown in front. Shot by Waugh. Saved by Soderblom again. Mistake there by Chicago. Whew. Bertuzzi plays like a caveman too. It's just who he is. It's in his DNA. What a pass, though, out of the mix there by Kadri. Almost found Waugh to score. Former Maple Leaf to former Maple Leaf there. Never played together in Toronto, by the way. Different eras of former Maple Leafs. So it's going to be Drury against Nazar here in the face-off circle. 11:02 left in the second period. Avs up 2-1. Nazar taking a little journey in the circle. I wonder what the referees are talking about because, you know, always got to talk about something. See who gets kicked out of this one. And it's going to be Drury. Tyler Bertuzzi played for the Red Wings before he came to Chicago. I think there was another stop somewhere in there. I think L.A. for a bit. Puck gets denied. Comes across. Kiviranta tries to go with the backhand. Trapped in front and pushed up and out. Good job by Kiviranta again trying to make a play. Burns throwing it right to Tyler Bertuzzi, actually. Pinned by Kelly. Corralled by Manson. Manson forcing the rush here. Good quick little touch play there. Cycling around in front, dropped wide. Little hit there. Push back. Shot through traffic, blocked. Down goes an Avs player hard. That's Manson. Looked like he kind of tripped over something. There was like a mess of sticks there. Puck goes back to Bertuzzi after the drop pass. Cycling back around the Avs, trying to clear the zone. Can't. Here comes Arturum. Oh, poked off of his stick. It picked up by Drury. With Nichushkin through traffic. Shot saved by Soderblom. Man, Nichushkin gets his legs moving. He is fast. Holy crud. Body's just kind of flailing all over the ice right now. Puck deflected off the stick, but not out. Green has it. Looks. Bedard dumps it in. Poked away, but not out. McKinnon kind of getting in the way there. They're going to call icing if it's there, and it will be as Vlasic will touch up with 9:28 to go. Bedard is out there. He's playing quite a bit, actually. He's number 98. You probably already knew that. I don't need to explain that to you. I'm sorry, everybody. As of right now, he has played 9.5 minutes. He has one shot on goal. He's actually in the faceoff circle right now. And wins the faceoff to Burakovsky. Scooped away and corralled by Renzel. Played by Burakovsky, turned away again by the Avs. Natchez dumps it in. Soderblom slows it down as Bardakov given chase. Burakovsky gets trapped by Kulak. Almost turns it over. Bardakov with the pressure. Oh, yeah. Easily. Pushes it up the puck, up the ice. Ivan slams on the brakes, throws it back. Defense shot through traffic is blocked. Corralled here by Bedard, who dumps it over the top. Lafferty giving chase, and he can't get there. Avs carrying it up. Makar throwing it in deep, going for the change. Soderblom slows it up. Corralled by Leshavinov. I cannot say his name. I'm going to check the pronunciation here in a little bit. I wish I had a pronunciation guide like I did and everything. The Bruins. Honestly, it's been a tough year for them. I'm surprised how well they've played as of late. They're definitely a team in that weird flux position that's been a while. I think for them, goaltending is going to be a bigger question than anything. And they're going to get better as their younger talent continues to develop. I'm a huge Charlie McAvoy fan. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do moving forward. But thank you, Michael. Welcome to the broadcast. Puck moves in, shot denied. Picked up by the Avs in the zone and chopped out. Here comes Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi sends it up to Nazar. Dispossessed by Nicholas Waugh, who gives it right back to him. And the Avs kind of just playing patty cake with the puck right now. Spun it back. Yeah, Michael, the big game for them is, I believe it's the game tomorrow on ABC against the Red Wings. That should be a huge game overall. That'll be one to watch for sure. Makar flying into the zone, passing off the boards to himself. 7:16 left to go. Gets through everybody. McKinnon dropping it back to Kulak. Back to Makar. Back to Kulak. Kulak through traffic. Denied wide. Makar dumps it back behind the boards. Giving chases McKinnon. McKinnon hitting it up to Kulak. Back across to Makar and out of the zone. Yeah, and the Devils are in a bad way right now too, so I think that's part of it. Scramble in front of the net, and a whistle blows with 6:43 to go. I think anybody who can take points off of anybody right now, especially those teams in the East that are in that cluster pile around the sorry, I'm doing 16 things at once. Around those wild card spots are going to be a crazy position to be in for any team right now. I'm assuming you're a Bruins fan based on the questions. Yeah, that game tomorrow at 6 Mountain Time on ABC, so we can watch that one here, which will be nice. Nice to see for them. Right on. Let's see here. Well, we're on a commercial break. Yeah, Bruins in that first playoff spot right now. Could actually move up into third, which would be nice to see for them in a lot of ways. Boston sports seeing a lot of fun things. You got Pasternak, Geeky, Zaka, Victor Arvidsson actually having a surprisingly good season, and nice to see Middlestat, former Av, picking up some points there, playing well for you guys. Oh, thank you. We really appreciate that. We do hockey-centric content. We're mainly Avs focused because we are based in Colorado, but we try to talk about everything. Do you have an opinion, since you're here and you're new to this group? Do you have an opinion on the Radko Gudas 5-game suspension? I'm very curious from a non-Leafs perspective, as somebody who's in that rivalry between those two teams. I'm just curious if you have an opinion on that. As we're getting back here into second period action, 2-1 Avs right now. Kadri, 44 points on the year. Quite good year for him all around. Been a rough stint with the Avs, unfortunately. Not rough in the sense of no points, just rough because he's been getting bodied quite a bit. Guys are targeting him because he's been a key factor to the top 6 for us this year already. touching through. Tried to center it there was Malinsky. Goes wide. Kiviranta giving chase. Nice push back. Deflected on net. Oh, Kivi almost got there again. Drury, Parker, and Kiviranta just being absolutely rough. You don't think it was a deliberate knee on knee? I mean, a lot of people saying the history on that one, too, for him, and making it look pretty deliberate. 5 was light, but if you think 5 was a lot, I'll take your word for it. Puck goes behind the net. 6 minutes to go here. Drury just fighting Grishlik for the puck. Former Bruin, by the way. Taves throwing it down low. Picked up back by Grishlik again. Kept in. Nope, batted into the bench. Yeah, he is forfeited in his actions over his time enough to pay in 1 year of an entry league or an entry level contract. He's forfeited somewhere in the ballpark of like $855,000, not including this suspension. Yeah, Radko Gudas is a goon. His time with the Flyers was. And with the Panthers was rife with ugly plays. He has a bit of a track record. His track record's so bad, he could be the next head of the Department of Player Safety. Face-off won by the Blackhawks in the neutral zone, just outside of their offensive zone. Right, because of time served or whatever. But yeah. Oh, Manson almost gets his pocket picked by Burakovsky, but the Avs keep it alive here. Nelson slides through, drops it to... Oh, so close there on the break-in from Waugh. Dribbling through. McKinnon tried to make a fancy play. Oh, no, here comes Bedard. Bedard through, holds up weights, gets tied up from behind, and... looks like they're going to call a hook on Nelson here, so there's no shots there. Oh, man, that goalie fight, that whole situation was insane. That stretch of play was that outdoor game was mental. I'm going to admit that I did not watch it, but I did catch highlights of that one. I did... that seemed like a crazy game that they should not have lost. How do you feel about the Bruins? What's your thoughts? Since you asked me, I figured I should ask you. Oh yeah, that's right. They were up 3-0. Whew. Second period has begun against the Panthers and Flames. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, the league's going to Dusseldorf next year. One of my favorite towns. Yeah, man. Lucic and Marchand were where it was at. It was a tough period. To lose them both, I'm sure, was not a fun time at all. But hey, I mean, you've probably got a few guys on the up and up on the younger side who are making moves. I'll tell you what, the guy that is a steal for you guys, Fraser Minton, is going to be a problem for the NHL. If you guys keep giving him minutes like that, look out. I think he's going to be a serious contender for a lot of things in the near future for you guys in terms of being a face of your franchise. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Chicago on the power play. Colorado's already cleared the zone once. Oh, sweet. Tim Thomas was actually drafted by our organization. Minute 22 left in the power play. Shots are now 30 to 10. Took away one from Chicago as well. Shot. Oh, wide. And cleared. 1:07 left here. Spins back. Teravainen coming off. Bertuzzi coming off. Minute left as the second unit comes on. The Avs actually steal the puck away and are going to try and eat away at this time. All right. Sick. Well, Summit pick up their first point in their club's history, which is awesome. Excited to see them continue to grow as a team. I'm excited for that home opener next weekend. Puck moves around. 27 seconds left in the power play for Chicago. Trickles through everybody, corralled by Donato. Top of the circle, spins it back. Clipped away, kept in by Chicago. 13 seconds left. Kiviranta making a big play there, and the Avs look like they're going to kill off their second penalty of the night. 5 seconds left. Driving through is Rinzel. He has it poked off of his stick. The Avs slam it around the boards. 2 for 2 on the kill. Another big kill. Up to Nelson, who's up ahead of everybody. Tries to slip it through. Can't. Rebounds. Possession shot off the back boards and wide. Unable to get it was Waugh. Trapped behind the referee here. 2:54 to go. Chicago spins it to the opposite side, and Donato tried to glove it down but couldn't get to there. Lardis loses the puck. He trips up the Av, but no call. Oh, Nelson with a little dummy. Back, shot, save by Soderblom. Woo! Little wagon wheel hockey there. Holy mackerel. No shots on goal for Chicago. Bedard had a cross seam pass, and he just missed. Oh, Teravainen just missed that one. And then shot goes off of Soderblom's mask and up into the air. So 2:37 left here in the second period. Going to do our best to try and get every game of the postseason for the Avs this year as well. Right now, their matchup will be whoever's the second seed in the wild card, because God forbid they actually figure out who's going to be the second seed. That's been a revolving door of teams over the last few bits. Yeah. Puck gets grabbed, sent back around. Mikheyev gets trapped behind his net. Trickles through. Quick touch pass. Cross ice pass. Lost by Chicago. Good pressure by the Avs in the neutral zone. Under 2 minutes to go. Puck slips through everybody. Nelson shot save on the kick save by Arvid. Corralled by Natchez. Cross ice pass. Yeah, I mean, at this moment in time, it looks like they're going to pick up .100 tonight. Hopefully. I mean, we have to see a win or even a overtime point clinches at least a playoff spot tonight. So that's a huge win for the Avs. Yeah, I mean, I'd expect to see some more shots from Bedard. The Avs are doing a great job of keeping him to the outside. That's been a big part of it. He's also been looking to pass more than shoot. Speaking of shots, that one's shot wide by the Avs by Makar. Makar and Taves back together again. Shot on the net there, blocked away. Another strong period from the Avs defensive group, cycling and rotating around. I don't think we'd play Dallas in a 7-game series until the second round again this time around, I think. But maybe Minnesota can handle them. That would be nice. Waugh spins, throws it in front. Nothing there. Puck little bumper pass there as Bedard gets tied up. Good job by Chicago, though, to make a play on it. Burakovsky taps it into the zone. Bedard chasing Makar there. Taves has it with 51 seconds left. Panthers are currently in third to last place in the East and will more than likely miss the playoffs. Puck gets stolen away. Pass in front. Oh! Soderblom was trapped behind his own net, and that was an opportunity for the Avs, but nothing there. Off the skate, pushed forward. Here come Chicago. Great defensive play there by the Avs. Huge block as Kadri has that one tipped at 20 seconds left. Kulak up there with the offense. Sits back, waits. Shot from the point. Trickles all the way out back to Bertuzzi. Looking for a shot. Bounces wide of the net. Malinsky reading the zone well. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Shot on goal. Deflected wide. And that'll end the period. Someone's stick gets exploded. It looks like Natchez' stick explodes. And that will do it for the second period. No goals for the Avs, but enough shots. That's for dang sure. Holy smokes. And Joel Farabee scores 7:43 into the second period as the Panthers trail the Flames 1-0. 1-0, excuse me. This is not soccer. Avs out shooting after starting slow, getting outshot 3-0. They don't allow more than 3 shots for the rest of the period for Dallas or for Chicago. I'm all over the map tonight. Outshot them 14-6 in that period. Avs out shooting them 34-11. Faceoffs are 55.5 to 44.5 in favor of the Avs in that period. Well done. Avs are 2 for 2 on the kill, 1 for 1 on the power play. 16 hits for the Avs. They took the hit lead back. 15 block shots for Chicago. 12 giveaways to 10 for the Avs. The Avs have 3 block shots, by the way. 5 takeaways to 3 for the Avalanche as well. On top of the Blackhawks, Brock Nelson, taking the only penalty of the period. 2 minutes for hooking at 14:51. Wyatt Kaiser from Ryan Green and Renzel at 6:48. A wrist shot, his 6th of the year to put them back down by 1 heading into the third period. I'm going to take a quick break to rest my voice up a little bit. Everybody stick around. If you haven't yet, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't as well. Thank you, Michael, for joining the party. Stick around for a little while if you got some time. Once I come back from break, I'll have a little bit more time. So we'll talk about scores around the NHL and other sports right here on the Pester Line podcast presentation of Avalanche Hockey. And we are back here, second intermission, as the Avalanche lead the Chicago Blackhawks by a score of 2-1. Avs scored both their goals in the first period. Late goal, midway through the period for Chicago puts this one a one-goal game coming in hot late here. Looking at scores around the NHL, games that have already finished first, the Hurricanes get a goal from Keandre Miller to make it 3-2. Nylander made it 3-3, but then it's Alexander Nikishin making it 4-3 in overtime, 41 seconds in from Jarvis and Aho, as the Hurricanes hold off the Maple Leafs 4-3. In Washington, D.C., it was Ryan Leonard and Ali Protosh scoring an empty netter. Late goal from Jesper Bratt made it 2-1 in favor of the Capitals. Games going on right now since I've been away. Victor Olofsson scoring for the Calgary Flames as they make a 2-0 lead now. 7:43 left in the second period on top of the Panthers. First goal was scored by Joel Farabee from Blake Coleman. Alex Klepka and Oli Mata adding the assists on the Victor Olofsson goal. So that one, two guys, new players to the lineup for Calgary, making an impact. And a guy that has had a phenomenal year for the Utah Mammoth, who are up 1-0 on the Ducks. They have 6 shots to none to start this game. 13:56 in. He scored a minute 48 in, did Gunther, from J.J. Paterka and Sean Dursey. In this game, Colorado Avalanche, 2 goals. Marty Natchez from Nichushkin and McKinnon at 13:19 in the first. Brock Nelson scoring his 31st at 15:22 from Makar and Natchez. And then at 6:48 in the second, Wyatt Kaiser from Green and Renzel. Around other sports in the NBA, games going on right now. The Rockets lead the Hawks 114-94. That's for playoff positioning, big time. The Grizzlies currently trailing the Boston Celtics 114-105. Jaylen Brown, 30.6 assists in that one for the Celtics. Trailblazers trailing by a point with 3:16 left to the Timberwolves 97-96. Rudy Gobert 18 points, 12 assists for a double-double there for the Timberwolves. The Nuggets at halftime lead the Raptors by 4, 57-53. Nikola Jokic with 10 points in that one. Nuggets need a win desperately right now. Games that have ended: Detroit beats the Warriors 115-101. That game, seeing the exit of Cade Cunningham, who's dealing with a collapsed lung. I don't think it happened in the game. I just read the article earlier today. So tough break for the Pistons, who are the best team in the East right now. So hopefully Cade can get healthy and back ready in time for the postseason. Another final, the Knicks outlast the surging in this game, not in the season, Brooklyn Nets, as Karl Anthony Towns, 26 points, 15 rebounds in that game, as they win 93-92. So we take a look at the NBA standings real quick. The Pistons have clinched a playoff spot, currently the number 1 seed in the East, 4.5 games ahead of the Boston Celtics, who sit in second. The Thunder and the Spurs in the West have clinched their playoff spots, as the Lakers are 10 games back of Oklahoma City. Everybody else also double digits back across the board. 2 teams eliminated in the West are the Kings and the Jazz. 3 teams eliminated in the East are the Pacers, Wizards, and Nets. So we see there are no teams eliminated in the NHL as of yet. So that's a good sign. Prairie View in Florida is in the dying stages of the first half. Florida beating Prairie View 48-21. Prairie View winning the 16, one of the first 4 games in. California Baptist and Kansas just on their way. 8-5 lead for Kansas to start that one. Miami and Missouri, a 7-10 matchup. Miami up by 2. 1 game left on the docket to start tonight. UConn against Furman. On the women's side, let's see if we've got a final on the CU game. CSU does fall by 3 to Michigan State, 65-62. Valiant effort. Carlson finished the game with 26.6 boards and 3 steals, but it just was not enough to get past the Spartans. Games currently in action as Villanova and Texas Tech are currently playing. Texas Tech leading Villanova by 3, 46-42 in the fourth quarter. Idaho and Oklahoma just getting underway in Norman. That one's actually in Sacramento. Fantastic. Other games that are final that weren't before. Just the Michigan State Colorado State game was the only game that wasn't final before in that tournament bracket at this point. Tough break for the ladies. I didn't choose CSU to advance either. Tough break for them, but great run. Nice run through the tournament for them to get into the tournament in general. So I'll take it. I said tournament way too many times. Yep. My men's bracket, I just got an update from CBS. My men's bracket's the same for my ESPN and my CBS one. I'm currently 22 of 28 picks correct. I'm not 100%, which is fine with me. But 78% is pretty good for somebody who has watched exactly 0 college basketball this year. My time has been invested in English Premier League soccer, NFL football, and NHL hockey with an occasional NBA game here and there. Third period getting set to start here for the Avalanche and the Blackhawks. Let's see. Quick box score check here. 3 Avs players with 4 shots. Nelson, Natchez, and Kiwi Waranta. McKinnon with only 2 shots so far. For the Blackhawks, Burakovsky and Bertuzzi with 2 shots apiece. They're leading in that regard. 3 guys with 2 hits apiece. Somehow the team has 15 hits, but they're only showing 6 hits here for the Blackhawks at the moment. And you sort by hits, at least on the stat sheet. So. Let's see. According to the NHL site. Oh yeah, I forgot that they sort differently. So Makar, Malinsky, and Burns also have 4 shots. If you were curious. And the opening faceoff of the third period is won by Chicago. Colorado steals it away though. Dancing through. Oh, and they're after going back on an early power play. Trip by Ryan Donato. And so the Avs are right back on the power play. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't like how the NHL the NHL page sorts the information. They make the defenseman a separate stat line. Which I think is kind of silly if you ask me, but that's just me. Yeah, actually, I don't think Donato's the one who made the mistake there. I think it's Teravainen who made the trip, but they're going to get Donato for it. So the Avs reset here on the power play. 1-for-1 tonight already. Makar going a little deeper than he normally does here. And Kadri goes back to... Oh, great save by Soderblom there. Shot by Natchez. One of those little... it was a little folly from Drury, but also I think Teravainen's the one who actually cut him down. So there's that. But a little false face-off there. Face-off 1 there by the Avs. Makar to Natchez, top of the circle, drifts in front. Shot wide open net and scores! Nazem Kadri. 2 for 2. Remember, I said this is the #1 penalty kill in the NHL, and the Avs taking full advantage. That's what you like to see. Whew, baby. See, the difference, though, Spencer, is they're playing out from the back instead of out from the front. That's the difference. This one, they're playing from below the goal line up, if that makes sense. So they are playing a little more compact, but they're playing from McKinnon's position at the goal line and below, working their way up and towards the net. That's how both of them have been scored. Shot, saved by Soderblom there, and he'll hold it into the glove. So 2 power play goals for the Avs. 3 shots on that power play, by the way. And they get one. Kadri picking up the power play minutes. I'll take it. Nazem Kadri making a difference for sure. I'm just happy to see that the Avs have done something different. My show partners are texting me at the moment instead of being in the chat. I'm sure that they're busy. That's why. Just kidding. 18:50 to go here in the third. Puck goes around. Can I just say I'm glad that this isn't another 8 o'clock start. Bertuzzi back to Kaiser. Glove save. No problem there for Blackwood. He saw it the whole way. I think he gets back tomorrow. But, I mean, it's like 10 o'clock where he is, so he should be fine, right? Right. So that goal was Kadri from McKinnon and Natchez, so another 3-point night for Marty Natchez. Moves up to 84 points on the season. Beautiful. Puck gets moved up. Brindley looking, holds. Good job by the pause there. Shot through traffic, gets blocked, shatters a stick as Nazar's got to go to the bench to get a new one. Lardis with the pin up. Oh, great job by the Avs to keep that one in. And spins back is Bardakov. Waiting, looks. Big bomb from Kulak. Block save, rebound save. Rebound save again. Soderblom, 3 big saves in a row. Brindley almost punches one home. Brindley fighting in the corner with Nazar. They get it out and keep it in down low. Sends it around. Pinned again. Brindley touching up. Great save to Makar back. Touches back. Makar spinning through. Shooting the stick out of the... Great job by Bardakov. Shooting the debris out of the zone here. Resets. Kulak has it. Keeps it in. Throws it down low. Brindley trying to keep a play on it. Can't do it. And it'll be Lezhinov who will take the puck from behind the net. Pass is picked off by Waugh before the red line. And bumps up into the benches. Vlasic giving a little bit of lip to Brock Nelson. Oh, man. Kulak with a absolute blast from the point. Goes off of Ivan's knee, then a pad save by Soderblom. Wow, what a save indeed. And then the follow-up just couldn't get it over the pad. Brindley just misses. This kid's only 20, by the way. 21. Like, he's got a career ahead of him if he can keep good. Excuse me. If he can keep playing this well, words are difficult. And Nelson wins the face-off there. Excuse me, Kadri wins the face-off there. Thrown in. Kaiser gets pinned down behind his own boards. Kept, I think Manson got handcuffed there. On the break, Mikheyev having to turn around, throws it back to Donato, tries to go backhand. Good save from Blackwood. Kaiser gets blocked. Avs have a chance at some pressure here. Nelson screened off, but did not have a chance. Waugh forced wide by Renzel and can't get the puck. Donato collects with 16:40 to go. Anybody new here, please feel free to like and subscribe. I know it's annoying for me to keep saying it, but got to remind you, sometimes little things happen and help here and there to keep you guys on your toes. Kiwi Ronta gets it up to Drury, to Kelly. Drury giving chase. Soderblom slows it down behind his net. Drury takes it away, waits and looks. Shot through traffic, gets blocked. Looked like that one bounced off of Lafferty. Up over the top. And is Renzel going to the box? Yes, he is. Delay a game. Third power play opportunity for the Avs. Delay a game here. Renzel throwing it over the glass. Let's see this one. And he just got it a little heavy. May have taken a deflection. That might be another one where we got away with it, but I'll take it. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and on X. We're on both. Pesterline Pod on X, Pesterline Podcast on Instagram. You can just look for the monkey logo. You'll see us. Puck gets cleared out here. A minute 50 to go on the power play. 15:48 and counting in the third period. Drop pass here. Natchez carrying. Drop back again, this time to McKinnon. McKinnon brings it into the zone. Pinned against the boards by Vlasic. Rolls it up and out. Oh, heck yeah. The Blue Jays won their spring training game today, too. Sweet. Puck carried in by McKinnon. Thrown around. McKinnon trying to keep it in the zone, and he can't. So the pressure building up now for Chicago as they're pushing a little bit here on the Avs. 55 seconds to go on the power play. Haven't been able to really enter the zone. Now they have Makar to Kadri. Now they're set up. Here we go. Makar back to Kadri. Back to Makar. To Natchez. McKinnon. Slips it through in front. Shot saved and cleared out. Good pass into the bumper there. Taves. This is the second unit's out there now with Burns. Here comes Brinley. As Kaiser tries to throw it through and does. Mikheyev to Teravainen. Teravainen back to Mikheyev. Shot save. Rebound goes to Taves. 6 seconds left on the power play. Waugh. Cross-ice pass to Brinley. Brinley's going to dump it in. Chase. And the Avs get their first missed power play of the night. As that wasn't so much bad on them. Great job by Chicago sealing off everything and really making it a difficult night. I didn't realize Timothy Chalamet was there. They have like a Timothy Chalamet from Temu right by the benches of the Avalanche. Man, you sound like a soccer fan, Spencer. One mistake and it leads to a situational throw it all away, start over. Been significantly better tonight for sure. Throw it in the trash. We don't need it anymore. It's gone. Throw it in the trash. It's garbage. It's garbage. Avs out shooting them 40-15 tonight. Have not allowed double-digit shots double-digit shots on goal in a period yet tonight. Take a look at the NHL scoreboard while we have a little bit of time here. See if there's been any changes. Oh, and yeah, polling from Killorn and Minchikov ties it up at 1 in the first period as the Ducks have 2 shots on goal now. And the Panthers still without a goal as the second intermission is about halfway through. Just Kucherov needs to go away. McKinnon being third in points with 113 is just frustrating. But being 5 goals away from the franchise record is nuts. You would have thought this team would have scored way more goals than that with certain players on this roster. Kelly with a good shot. Soderblom covers it up. Yes, Kucherov is very annoying. He's a pain in my backside as a fan of the Avs. McKinnon's only 1 point off of him. Get him another point tonight and be able to get there. And both of them are doing it. I mean, let me rephrase that. Both Kucherov and McDavid enjoying comfortable assist numbers so far. McKinnon's third in assists, so that's why he's third in points. Puck won and moved out by Kaiser. Throws it in deep as they chase that. Hits the back of the net. Good poke away by Blackwood. Phenomenal game from Blackwood tonight. This is one of those games where, you know, you don't have a whole lot of attack. Oh, Manson has a chance as Rinzel ate dirt, but gets right back up. Teravainen trying to get through. Can't. Puck's going to roll back. Rinzel's going to play it. But this is one of those games where it's low event for him. He's not getting a whole lot done. Oh, nice. I'll have to check that out. Text that to me, Spencer. It's one of those nights where he's just not had to do a lot, but he's done everything right. The goal was a great play, just an unfortunate situation for him. Manson just ran out of room on that one. Thank you. Oh, Hillary will be stoked about that one. Face off one back to the Avs. 12:55 to go. Little pitch and catch with Taves and Malinsky. Tipped in the zone. On net. Nelson had his... Oh, I thought Nelson had his stick removed from his hands, but nope. And Bedard carries the puck through. Chipped. And goes for the pass again. Why? He had a clear lane to shoot, and he chose to pass. Puck goes behind the net there. And that gets tipped. Corralled by Del Mosto. Around again. Pitchforked back by Grishlik. Corralled by Malinsky off the stick of Bedard. And that'll be an icing call. Malinsky's like, oh, I'm tired. Interesting. I like that casting. Smart choice. Puck bounces into the Chicago zone. Vlasic has it now. Looking to dump it in. Does. Dump it. Chase opportunity. Burns makes the first contact. Pushed back out of the zone. Honestly, I am a little bit, but I figured everybody has watched Bridgerton at some point. I haven't, but that's just because that's not my show. Hillary watches shows without me all the time. Oh, turnover. Touched by McKinnon. Shot. Score! And it's Nuke on the turnover. McKinnon with the assist. Hey, there it is. 114. 115, excuse me. Awesome, awesome play from McKinnon, forcing the turnover. Huge play for the Avs there. And that's on Leshonov, who just could not maintain possession. McKinnon with a great forecheck there. And Nichushkin, no hesitation. He waits a second longer, and Vlasic's there to take it off his stick. Great job by the Avs top line there. Third goal of the night for the top line. Fourth different goal scorer for the Avalanche as well. Puck cycled around, 11 to go. Make a wish. Manson pushing the puck down. Ivan trying to get in there too. Puck gets pushed through. Blocked. Corralled. Yep, Nichushkin from McKinnon. Fighting through bodies, trying to score more here. Cut down behind the play. Nice job by the Avs. Oh, blew a tire there. Makar tries to throw it on net. Blocked. Touch through. Fighting forward is Kaiser. And he'll go wide. Makar with patience. Not doing too much there. Kulak giving chase. You know, sometimes it's interesting. You don't say a guy's name a whole lot during the night. And it's not because he's doing anything wrong, especially on the defensive side of the puck. If you're not saying his name 100 times in the night, then it means he's either doing something right, playing defense clean, and one of those guys is Brett Kulak. He hasn't said his name much tonight. Same with Brent Burns. Haven't really seen any mistakes from the Avs defense tonight. It's been fairly good, solid night from the pairings. Happy to see it. Makar dispossessed here behind the net. The broadcaster's curse. Good job by Taves there. I think they're going to get him for interference, but right, exactly. You haven't had a chance to call his name out in a bad way. The defensive zone turnovers have been at a vast minimum tonight comparative to the last couple of games. Wow, Toronto with a 34 point fourth quarter. They're currently 12. Outscoring the Nuggets 34-22 in the third quarter. Yikes. Nuggets are in a bad way right now. They need to figure something out. What a crazy game for the Avalanche tonight, though. Big night for them in massive ways, getting points. McKinnon picking up his 69th, his third assist of the night. So a 3-point night for McKinnon, 3-point night for Marty Necas. Kale, the only defensive player with a point tonight. I think that's what's been the difference, though. You have a different look with those pairings as a group. And I think it's interesting to see those two kind of, those four guys really be able to play off of each other as well. I think that's a massive bonus to have that sort of flexibility and potential to make huge plays all around. And I wholeheartedly respect the hell out of their game for that. Ooh, and that's going to be a high sticking penalty. So it's 3 for 3 on the power play tonight. It's Nelson heading to the box, or to the bench. Probably going to have to pick up some stitches here. Who's 2 away from 500? Spencer, that's the one I'm confused about. Ooh, that would look nasty. Just a bad play there from and oh yeah, got him right in the cheek. That is a double. So Avs will get a power play out of that. After the 4-on-4, they'll get some more time. So short first portion of the double, and then they'll get themselves a second power play. Yeah, 497 coming into tonight. So, yeah, 2 away from 500 total career points. Good call out. That's why Spencer's the best. Yeah, that cut on Brock's already ridiculously sharp cheekbone. Kind of nuts. So 4-on-4 for another minute 10. Chicago carrying it in. Bedard has it now. Passes it back. McKinnon reacts a little late there. Bedard waiting. Pulls up. Looks. Waiting. Still spinning. Whirling dervish out here. Looking for a lane. Finds a pass. Nazar. Drops it to Renzel. Renzel threw it through. Deflected off the blocker and out. Regained possession by Chicago. Pushed down to Renzel. Renzel. Oh, what a deke. Renzel with a nice move and then bodies up a defender. And here comes McKinnon. 1-on-2 and tries to split the D. Great stick there from Kaiser. Played back. 12 seconds left on the 4-on-4. 8 minutes to go in the third period. Spins back is Vlasic. Played by, I believe that's Grishik. Dumps it down. Avs are now on the power play. The first of the double minor is over. Didn't get more than about 10 seconds on that one, so can't really say too surprised there. But now with another full 2 minutes here. Oh, McKinnon with a little hip shimmy. Sean's favorite move. McKinnon drops it back to Makar, and they reset. Makar throws it down to Kadri, back to Makar, to Natchez in the slot. Oh, and he drops the helmet off. Oh, man. Yeah, eminent scoring opportunity. Shouldn't blow the whistle, but, you know, what do they say? I guess it wasn't an imminent scoring threat. But smart move by Soderblom to drop the helmet once he felt the straps pop. I think that's an interesting feature of helmets now. If it hits just the right spot, the straps pop. And I'm wondering if that's a safety measure that's designed into those helmets. I'll have to ask my brother-in-law, who's a goalie, what the case with that is. So 134 left in the Avs power play here. Nelson loses the faceoff to Nazar, and Chicago is going to rush the puck out here. Vlasic carrying it in. He's going to spin it around. He's just going to try and eat some clock and throws it down. Oh, they do a little layup play here, sending it back through the middle, and Avs could get numbers if they push. Throws it up, and he missed the target. And Kadri just couldn't get it on his stick, so that is an icing call. So McKinnon now tied for second, apparently giving him good position in second. So Nelson now in the face-off dot. with Green. Nelson wins it. Drops it back to Natchez. They reset now. Natchez at the Makar at the top. Natchez comes across him to Kadri. Kadri back down to the bumper to Nelson. Nelson back to Kadri, who's at the blue line. Avs changing shape yet again here. Trying to keep him guessing. Bad turnover by Kadri. Keeps it in. What a play by Kadri there. Avs have a chance. Position shot goes wide. Unbelievable play by Kadri again. Another job by the Avs to keep a puck in the zone. Keep possession going their way. And lost by Natchez. Oh, man. And they're going to call offside there. Sorry, kind of getting tied up in some mess here. Thanks again to everybody watching. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. We put out content regularly. We got some shorts coming your way from some of the cooler stuff that we've done over the last couple of weeks. There's still 6:03 left, Michael. You got time, man. You got time. It's not over yet. Burns back. 18 seconds left. Puck gets shot around the boards. 8 seconds left in the power play. Burns has it. Fakes the shot. Little hip shimmy. Throws it back through traffic. Deflected on net. And pushed wide. So the Avs don't get the goal opportunity. He's in the zone. Shot. What a save by Blackwood. Unbelievable save on Arturum. Had a chance there and couldn't do it. Blackwood closes the pads. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Chicago might pull the goalie. I'd say if they do it in the next minute and a half or so. But what a play. Lechinov makes the catch, turns, looks, throws, and just backhand denied by the leg of Blackwood. Unbelievable. He came out of the box. That's who the penalty was on. Ziav's now technically 2 for 5 on the power play tonight. Still 40%. Not bad. That's better than the last couple of months. Yeah, the power play ended like a few seconds before that. So, let's see here. Yeah, Bedard's still with one shot on goal. We'll see what happens in regards to that for you, Michael. I mean, he's got a chance. They got to keep him on the ice. He hasn't played much tonight. He's only played about 17 minutes. I agree they should call it 2 for 4 since that other power play was about 15 seconds. But Dems the rules. Also, if you guys have listened to the podcast and haven't, or if you haven't yet and you haven't caught to this portion, I think we should start allowing players to earn saves. If you get caught in a position where you are in the crease and you stop a shot from going in, that should be credited as a save. And should be a tracked statistic. Ooh, next Nordique night is on the 1st, on April Fool's Day, and we play the Canucks. That'll be fun. Right, but if it's in the crease, it should be counted as a save. What do you think? I think that's fun. Oh, I love them. I don't care if we lose in them all the time. I love those things. They're the best. They are one of my favorite pieces of history. I actually have an authentic Forsberg in my closet right now. Pass across, Bertuzzi, tipped on net and missed. So Bedard's up there now with Bedard has Bertuzzi and looks like Teravainen up with him now. Puck bounces on Bedard, throws it across, and he missed everybody. Puck comes up to the Avs here. Fighting through, trying to split the D is Drury, and he's dropped. Puck gets back through. And fighting for it below is Lardis, who's trying to slash his way out of a mess here. Thrown up by Nazar. Nazar across to Lardis. Lardis has it now. Puck goes all the way back and out past Del Mastro. Actually, Del Mastro has it. It was corralled by past Grizzlick, excuse me. I'm getting tired, everybody. I apologize. Puck going around the boards. Here comes Natchez. Slows down a little bit. Yeah, there's a reason I'm crushing a Red Bull right now. And 3.5 minutes to go. Nichushkin dumps it down low. Avs bounce it off the boards to Malinsky. Through traffic. Shot wide. Kicked back to Malinsky. 46 shots on goals for the Avs tonight. To 19 for the Blackhawks. Just dancing with the puck right now. Burns back to McKinnon through traffic. Saved by Soderblom, and he'll hold and cover. Chicago needs 2 shots in this period to have their first period of double-digit shots in the game. Shot goes wide. Played hard behind the boards to behind the net to Nelson. Throws it in front. Nothing there. Manson corrals shot. Blocked. Oh, and it hit Renzel right in the hand. That glove went off. He's going to go to the bench. That one looked like it hurt. Donato throwing it in deep. 2:44 to go. Kind of surprised they haven't pulled Soderblom yet. That slips through Grisslick. My goodness. On to Kaiser's stick. Donato with space. Heavy shot save by Blackwood. Kicked up. Slipped through. Nope. Taken away by Del Mastro. But blocked. Avs have a chance for another opportunity here. 2:14 to go. Kulak to Makar. Throwing it up and deflected up and out of play. 47-20 now. Terms of shots. All right, Michael, I think now it's at this point I think it's a lost cause. Man, that's a tough one. I'm sad to see. I'm assuming that was that a parlay? Do you need that for fantasy? Flip it back around. Under 2 minutes to go now. I mean, Spencer, you could take him, you could pull him and give him some 6-on-5 practice. I mean, all right, that's fair. Combine it with a free square, you know. Well, tomorrow will be a good day. A lot of games to get some options for. Sent up. Thrown around. Shot. What a save by... I'll tell you what. For giving up 4 goals, Soderblom's had a solid night. Solid night. He's played phenomenally well. For a guy with 6 wins on the season, he sure isn't playing like it. Okay, that makes sense. Puck grabbed through, trickles past. And here comes Bedard, drops it to Arturum, who has it blocked. 1 minute remaining. Malinsky, hesitant shot. What a save by Soderblom again. He has one of the fastest glove hands I've seen in a long time. My goodness. That dude has had some unbelievable saves off that left side. Coming through. Oh, what a move. Lardis' shot goes wide. Absolutely beautiful move, though. Lardis tried to throw it in front, poked away, backed into the corner. Natchez has it. He'll dump it off the boards. Nope, picked off by Nazar. Corralled by Kaiser. Kaiser looking for some space. The lone goal scorer tonight for the Blackhawks. 10 seconds to go. Pinned up against the boards by Taves. They'll spin it behind the net. Burns has it. He'll throw it up, and that will do it. The Colorado Avalanche find a good game tonight. Unbelievable finish and a great overall game tonight. If that counts as the end, ladies and gentlemen, the Avalanche did not allow double-digit shots the entire game in any period. 5 in the first, 6 in the second, 9 in the third. And the Avs, with that win, clinch the first playoff spot of the NHL season. First team to 100 points, first team to 90 points, first team to 80 points, etc., etc., etc. Holy moly, that's a huge, huge weight off of the team. Now they can focus on just powering through for the remainder of the season. Beautiful night for Colorado all around. Quick final game summary. Avs outshoot Chicago 49-20. Win the face-off battle 59-41. 2 for 5 on the power play. 3 for 3 on the penalty kill. A couple of those were a little short, but that's all right. Out hit 20-19 by Chicago. Chicago blocked 21 shots tonight. Seems to be the story of the year for the Avs, as their opponents tend to block a lot of content from them. 15 giveaways to 14 Chicago over Colorado. Colorado picks up 6 takeaways to 4. Penalties tonight, Dominic Toninato at 14:20 with slashing. The Avs scored on that one. Jack Drury, 2 minutes for hooking at 16:05. They killed that one off. Brock Nelson, 2 minutes for hooking at 14:51 in the second. Avs killed that one off. Donato, 2 minutes for tripping. Avs scored on that one. That was 13 seconds into the third period. Renzel, 2 minutes for delay of game, 4 minutes in. Avs didn't get a goal on that one. Actually, that was probably Chicago's best kill of the entire game. Taves took a 2-minute interference penalty at 10:05. At 10:19, Artem Levshinov took a 4-minute high-sticking penalty on Brock Nelson. Goals tonight, Marty Natchez picks up his 32nd goal of the season, an assist from Val Nichushkin and Nathan MacKinnon. Nelson, power play goal, 31st of the year. McCarr with his 50th assist on the season. Natchez picked up an assist on that one. Then Walker Kaiser, the only goal in the second period. Wyatt Kaiser, his 6th of the year from Green and Renzel. In the third period, Nazem Kadri, 36 seconds into the third period, scores his 14th of the year from Nathan MacKinnon and Marty Natchez. And then it's Val Nichushkin with his 15th at 8:34 from Nathan MacKinnon on a beautiful turnover. So tonight, MacKinnon and Natchez with 3 points apiece. Nichushkin with a 2-point night for the Avalanche as they pull off the 4-1 victory. Huge win. Now they got to clinch the division. They got to seal off and finish off the end of this one for them with 100 points. Now it's a huge step in the right direction. They need that win in April. April 4th is going to be a huge day in the Avalanche calendar. Mark that one down. That's when we head to face Dallas for the last time in the regular season. So expect a big night, huge night again. Let's give some props to also 19 of 20 saves for Mackenzie Blackwood tonight. Let's see what the NHL says were the stars of the game from this one, just because I'm always curious what the stars of the game are. Oh, they don't have them up yet. Shocking. That's fine. Oh, well. We can pick our own in a little bit. We'll close out with a scoreboard from the night, as 2 games still in action to 3 games done for the night. 2 games still in action. The Flames now lead 2-1 as A.J. Greer puts one on for the Panthers, another former Av, actually, his 13th of the season. Still 1-1 early in the second period in Utah as the Mammoth and the Ducks are even. The Maple Leafs lose to the Hurricanes 4-3 in overtime. And that one was finished off by Alexander Nikishin from Jarvis and Aho, 41 seconds into overtime. Final in D.C. as the Capitals beat the Devils 2-1. And your final score here tonight, the Avalanche 4, Chicago 1. Unbelievable night for the Avs. Great to see. Remember, we won't be here for Sunday's game against the Capitals, but we'll be back later on in the week for more of your NHL action, and get ready for a podcast episode dropping this week once we can all get together and share a little time. So if you have a little bit of time, follow up through the back catalog. We got a short coming out, I believe, tomorrow. Other than that, folks, thanks for joining me tonight. Michael, nice to meet you. Welcome to the family. Spencer, always a pleasure having you in the box with me. Marco, thanks for jumping on as well. And anybody else who came through tonight, we really appreciate it. If you have a chance and you're watching this afterwards, please drop us a like. Please subscribe. Comment anything on any of our videos. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and Amazon Audible. And for that, have a great evening. Okay, love you. Bye.